YouTube, should I be here with a review of the Kamen Rider Drive DX Shift Next Special Surprise Future Set. Our movie item of the year that was released at the end of August 2015. Like very last weekend, it was a very late one. For about 2,000 yen, give or take, depending on where you picked it up from. Now included in the set is the Shift Next Special, a dual-side shift car for Kamen Rider Drive Type Special and Kamen Rider Dark Drive, as well as the Tridoron Key for Kamen Rider Show Dead Heat Drive, and finally, a sneak peek at what's to come with the Newton Ghost Eyecon for Kamen Rider Ghost Newton Damashi. So all sorts of cool stuff going on in this box. I'm really excited to take a look at our very first Ghost Eyecon. On the back here, it just shows all the toys that are used with all this stuff. Ghost Driver not existing yet. Of course, I wish it was. I really want to play with it. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get this open and take a look at what we got. Alright, so here is our trios. We're going to go ahead and take a look at these one by one, do all the sounds, move on to the next one. Just seems like a nice way to do it. So let's go ahead and start with this little guy and work our way towards something I'm sure lots of people want to see. So here is the Shift Next Special. It's special, alright. It reminds me a lot of those little, like, RC tumbler cars. Like, oh, it hits the wall, flips over, and it can keep going, and stuff like that, even though I totally tripped over my own hands. But that is not the point. But it's interesting. It's got, like, a whole double thing going on here. We have a yellow and red motif on this side. Flip it over, and you have the black and blue Dark Drive Type Special. You kind of get where everything is going with this. Interesting to note is that this side, the next side, doesn't actually have any sort of flip gimmick, or shifting, rather. Like the signal bikes, it is meant to just plug in. That is it. However, the special side, stuff fell down. The special side does actually have that lever system, because it's more of a full-fledged type change car, like Speed or Wild or something like that. So this next side actually does have a lever, whereas this side is stuck. There's no lever for that. But pretty interesting. It's a nice little gimmick that I'm surprised didn't happen sooner. But I like it. The way the wheels are, it rolls very nice, and I kind of wish we had one that was just all black, because I would really like that, but I like the whole two-sided, two-toned aspect of it all. It's really neat. So that is really about it for it. So let's go ahead and start things off with the Shift Next side of Shift Next Special. And like I said, there is no shifting whatsoever. Now here's where things get really funny. Now, you all remember back when we originally did the mock driver here, that the signal mock activated Type Next in the drive driver, just like this did. You can kind of see what's going to happen. Wait a minute. So it acts exactly like Signal Mock and activates the Rider Maha sound. This is basically just a car version of Signal Mock. Now for something new, at least. Tokubets actually means special, so it works. This is the Tridoron Key, which is basically a backup of the drive system, and it can be used in conjunction with the Mach driver to transform into Kamen Rider Joe Dead Heat Drive. At least in the movie, that's what it does. So it's a piece of plastic. It's not even a piece of plastic that rolls or flips or clicks. It is literally just a hunk of plastic. That's all this is. It does look really cool. I like the design on the sticker, but outside of that, this is just really, really freaking boring. All the track information is right there on the key portion of it, but that's about it. Design-wise, I do think it's kind of cool. It's got like the little keychain sort of thing, like an actual key does, so that's kind of cool at least. So basically this acts much like High Speed or Mega Max Flare or something like that. It's basically, for all intents and purposes, Dead Heat, but given a little bit of a super boost, which is always really fun. I dig the additional sound effects and stuff like that, so pretty neat. So now onto that thing I know a lot of people want to see, the Newton Ghost Eyecon. So this is what we're working with next year, so better get used to it. I know I sure am. So anyway, this is more or less its base mode. It alternates between 4 different logos. And this is basically the unactive mode, so to speak. And it makes it look like an eye. Inside it looks a little bit more like a camera lens sort of thing. But it's kind of cool regardless. Got the eye motif going on, which I really dig. Up here we have a 04 Newton, and it shows the logo right there that will become the helmet face. And it's a nice sparkly sticker. I'm under the impression that the DX quality Ghost Eyecons will all have this sort of foily sticker pattern on them. And the face here will have a foil sticker, as well as the Final Attack logo as well. But whereas the Candy Toy and Gashapon ones probably will not. They'll probably just be flat, opaque stickers. So it's a lot like Astro Switches and stuff like that had just sticker variety. Even the shift cars, for that extent. There's a QR code back here. This will activate like points or something in the web game that I'm not really sure is up yet. I actually have no idea. Maybe I'm supposed to block that out. I don't know. I really don't. Down here, you got a number that will correspond with whatever stuff. And as you can see, there's a little tiny peg right there. Basically, these work exactly like Judenshin Dino Chargers. It works off a pin system. This will fit into the Ghost driver. Hit the pins will tell the driver what Ghost Eyecon you just inserted, and then the corresponding sound will play. Granted, the Ghost driver doesn't come out until October 3rd. October 4th, or something like that. So it is not here yet, but we do have our first Ghost Eyecon, and I really like it. The clicking is very satisfying. It's a very heavy, satisfying click. Which is a really weird thing to say, but I like that quite a bit. So you alternate between the number, which will basically be the standby. You click it into the number to activate the Ghost Eyecon. Then you insert it into the Ghost driver, you pull the lever, and when you push it back down, that will hit this button and switch it over to the helmet. This is the active mode. This means that you are now Newton Damashi and doing all sorts of gravity stuff. And from here, when you want to do the final attack, you'll pull out the lever, push it back in again, and it'll hit the button. And this will signify the final attack, the Omega Drive. So that is really cool, and then after that, I guess it just cycles back to the normal unactive state. So, whatever, we don't know the technicalities behind the function in the show yet, but I really like these quite a bit. They are a nice little size, enough to carry in a pocket, not be totally intrusive, but enough to just kind of mess with in your hand and click when you're bored. It's a very loud click. I don't see you getting away with it like in the middle of a quiet classroom or anything like that. So it's a very loud click, but I don't know. It works. I like it quite a bit. Just for size comparison, here is the Ghost Eyecon, and here is the Aka Ninja Shuriken from Shuriken Sentai Ninja. Here is with about the average height of a shift car. And here it is next to a lock seed. Give or take, not counting for the lock portion of a lock seed, you're looking at about the same height and roughly the same thickness, actually. So basically, just take the core part of a lock seed and you're looking at about the size of a Ghost Eyecon. So I like this set quite a bit. It's really cool to have a preview of what's to come in Kamen Rider Ghost. We haven't had a function like that since Fourze's fusion switch that included the big wizard ring. And like that set, this thing is completely useless. You can't actually use the Ghost Eyecon for anything right now. But it's fun to kind of look and see what we're going to expect in a month when the Ghost toys hit Japanese retailers all around. So it'll be really cool. As for the drive portion of this stuff, it's still fun. The Tridoron Key is kind of crap. I like the Cho Dead Heat sound. And in both drivers, it's nice, but as a toy, it's just really crappy. It's just a hunk of plastic, and it's not fun whatsoever. Shift Next Special, however, is actually really cool. I like the whole double-sided thing. It rolls really nice, and it's got a neat design to it. Plus, the ability to transform into 2 different things with one shift car is really cool, and like I said, I'm surprised they just waited until now to do it. That's something that really could have happened earlier in the show, and it's a nice gimmick that I enjoy quite a bit. It's a shame that the Dark Drive side for Type Next isn't new. I was really expecting it to just be a rehash, but I was really hoping it wasn't. So it's a shame that Dark Drive, as cool of a suit he is, gets basically just a rehash type jingle, and nothing really special to go for it. In fact, it just says Maha in the Mach Driver and in the Formula canon and stuff. So it's a real shame that they had to just kind of make it a Signal Mach and shift car form. So that's really unfortunate, but the look of the toy definitely makes up for the lack of functionality in that regard. But Type Special is always cool and new, so it's worth it there as well. So, as always, thanks for watching, take care, and have a great one. Bye.